Hey everyone, coming to you today with some footage of the aftermath of a tornado that ripped through the area of Wilkes Barre on Wednesday, June 13th at approximately 9:30 p.m. I was going to do the traditional footage with some music added to it, but I decided I'd rather to describe and narrate what we're looking at here. Now, as mentioned, it came through around 9:30 p.m. That's when most of these stores were closing. There's only been, I think, 6 injuries reported, and those people have been released. So nothing severe, no deaths reported, thankfully. If this happened a few hours earlier, around 6 to 8 p.m., when there's tons of customers there, this could have been much worse. Now, right now, we're going to start off on Monday Street here with a U-Haul store, and this is one of the hardest hit locations. It's a very confined area where this tornado came through, and only a handful of buildings were affected. Now, right now, I'm actually standing in the parking lot of the Wyoming Valley Mall. The mall itself was untouched, but the power obviously shut off in the area, got knocked out from the storm. But this is something pretty bizarre to see. The overturned trucks, the building looks like it was hit with a bomb, and it's pretty bad in this area. Also going on at the same time while I was here, there's actually a propane tank. As you know, U-Haul usually sells propane refills. Well, they have a large tank, and there was actually leaking as we were here. You could smell it in the air. So police had the area kind of quarantined, keeping everyone away, keeping a safe distance in case that was to explode, but that was a very serious, real issue that was going on as I was there. So it was kind of in the back of my mind, hoping that nothing exploded and caused more devastation. Now, right here next to U-Haul is Crowe Furniture. You can see the front store, the roof part is ripped open like a tin can. I'd imagine that the furniture inside is at a loss at this point. Later on in the video, we'll get a look at the back portion of that store. Now, right now, we're closer to what's called the Rena Hub Plaza. This is a shopping area next to the Mohegan Sun Arena. And this is also where some buildings were affected. We got Barnes & Noble here, where the left rear portion looks like it was kind of hit pretty hard. Walls knocked down, the roof is collapsed in, debris everywhere, and next to that is PetSmart. And that looks like only the front door area was affected. Some busted open windows, glass, doors knocked down, but the Barnes & Noble has some pretty significant damage here. And this is only what's visible from the outside. It could be, I'm assuming, much worse on the inside. Throughout the video, too, you'll see officials walking around on rooftops, on the roads. They're basically checking everything out. And officials from the National Weather Service are expected to arrive here this morning to analyze the damage and make a determination as to if it was in fact a tornado and as to what category what it might have been. This kind of got everyone by surprise. This wasn't really anticipated to come. It was just supposed to be a severe thunderstorm. You can see some officials walking there, and now we got this roof which is partially peeled open. Doesn't look like it's too bad on this building. And then in a moment we're going to be showing which is going to be the rear portion. I believe it's EFO Furniture. And from the front it didn't look like there's any damage, but now you can see the aftermath. This is, I'd imagine this building is completely at a loss here. Most of the roof is ripped off, walls are knocked down, there's materials everywhere, merchandise in the store that got thrown around. That upper portion was actually interior furniture space to walk around and check it out. So I'd imagine this whole store is a complete loss. That used to be the former Country Junction, actually. And you can see there's some officials walking on the roof there, checking everything out. And now we're going to be heading, well, before we head that, we're going to get a closer look. We're going to pan down with the camera, and you can see there's actually holes in that roof going right down into the store. So that's a pretty bad area that was hit. Now we're coming up on the rear portion of Crowe Furniture. Again, the roof is ripped right off. Looks like even some of the metal supports are bent. We got product and furniture thrown all over. And I'd imagine this store as well is a total loss. They have to probably rebuild from scratch, especially with the bent beams like that. Now, past this is the rear portion of U-Haul, and that's where we started our video, and it's just going to give you a different look, a different view of the damage. Just, again, overturned trucks. The building is almost 90% gone, and it's a pretty serious situation. It's going to be like this for weeks, if not months, until they get everything back in order. That's going to do it for this flight. I hope you guys enjoyed the footage. Please like the video. If you haven't done so, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.